Hello everyone, welcome back to Rip City Rundown, and today we will be breaking down the 6-11 matchup in the East region between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Providence Friars. This is a great SEC versus Big East matchup. Kentucky is probably the better team, although they have identical 21-11 records. Let's start with Kentucky. Some notable results for them: they lost to UCLA by 10, lost to Gonzaga by 16. They have beaten Tennessee twice. They got destroyed by Bama, and they beat Texas A&M by 9. They have played a lot of great teams. They went 12-6 in the SEC. They did not win the conference, however. That right went to Alabama. They're ranked 16th in BPI, and they average 75 points per game and give up only 68 points per game. They're led by a preseason player of the year, Oscar Tshiebwe. He averages 16.5 points per game on 56% shooting. He will easily be the best player on the floor in this matchup. This matchup is in the Greensboro Coliseum in North Carolina. Kentucky fans will travel, although Providence might get some fans coming down as well. Kentucky is one of the best teams in the tournament at out-rebounding opponents and scoring in the paint because of Oscar Tshiebwe. He's a double-double machine. And they also have some five-star talent around him as well, in the guard on Antonio Reeves as well. They haven't been as sharp defensively. They are young, they make mistakes, they do turn the ball over, and they can get into foul trouble. But when this team is firing on all cylinders, it's hard to find a team that could beat them. In their last 5, they're 3-2. They did bow out in the SEC semifinals to Vandy, 80-73. Let's jump over to the Providence Friars. Providence 21-11, and they went 13-7 in the Big East, which is also a very difficult conference. They're a better offense than Kentucky. They score 78 points per game. They only give up 71. Kentucky, about 3 points better on the defensive end of the ball. Providence, 3 points better on the offensive side of the ball. The BPI rank for Providence is 39th, though. Kentucky's the better team in this department. They're led by forward Bryce Hopkins, who averages 16.1 points per game, and in their last 5, they're only 1-4, with the lone win coming against Georgetown. They've lost to UConn, Seton Hall, Xavier, and UConn again. Providence is not the sharpest team right now. It's interesting because Kentucky has the best player on the floor by far. Providence maybe is better coached. You could argue that. I think Kentucky with Coach C, I don't know why I said Coach K. Coach C, as in Calipari, is obviously a fantastic coach, Hall of Fame coach. It's very difficult to pick against Kentucky in this spot just because of Oscar Tshiebwe. And yeah, I don't know. The spread is 4.5 for Kentucky. It's Friday night at 7:10. Kentucky, again, the better defense, maybe a slightly worse offense than Providence. I don't think Providence is a great offense. They're not as defensively stout either. However, as I'm reading this, in the 12-year run of Ed Cooley being the coach at Providence, they are the most efficient offense in his 12-year run. Kentucky has the best interior defender probably in the nation, and forward Bryce Hopkins is one of the best in getting second chance points, although I do think Oscar Tshiebwe will limit these points for Bryce Hopkins. And when your best team and your best player is getting limited looks and limited opportunities to score the basketball, it's very difficult for you to win. That's why I'm going to go with Kentucky in this game. Not sure about the spread. 4.5 is a lot. Providence could cover that. But give me Kentucky to win this game and advance out of the first round in the East region.